guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a more serious video because a lot of y'all seem to like this. So today we're going to be doing a mental health update. So I have officially been off Prozac for, I can't remember, it's been a few months now. And I did like the updates on coming off it. If you want to see those videos, I will pop them in the cards up here. So if you just click up there, or is it up here? I always forget. Up there, if you want to see any of those to sort of see how, like my first bit of the journey, you can go through that. So I've had mental health issues since probably like my teenage years, I guess. I do feel like the tablets did help. They helped me control more of my thoughts and, you know, realize that the bad thoughts are just the bad thoughts. They're not actually what is reality, which is what my psychologist used to tell me. And, you know, people would know when you're in that state of mind, it's just like, whatever. Like you can hear what people are saying, but you can't hear it. Do you know what I mean? I was actually saying to someone the other day that my brain is very quiet now. Sometimes a little too quiet. It's kind of a bit scary because I was so used to being like bombarded with like all these negative thoughts. My brain was constantly going, and the way I would get rid of those thoughts is by going to sleep. Now, so I'm not saying my mental health is perfect. I'm still having ups, I'm still having downs. I find my downs aren't as hard as what they used to be. I feel like I have learned some better coping mechanisms. See a psychologist. If you're having mental health issues, see someone. You know what? I hated seeing someone, and it took me so long and so much convincing. I didn't hate seeing them. It was getting there. It's like the first step. It's like when a good friend of mine took me to the doctors to start my Prozac. Like it was all just the first steps of talking to someone, which can be really difficult. And when you're in that state, you don't actually want to help yourself, and there's no one harder to help than someone that doesn't want to help themselves. But it definitely helps seeing someone, and then it definitely helped. They actually ended up recommending the medication after a few months of therapy. And I'd never been on medication before, but I was just so overwhelmed that I couldn't catch myself. I needed that extra help, and sometimes you do, and it's not a bad thing. Never be scared to ask for extra help. So the past few months has still been ups and downs. I've been a lot more social. My social anxiety has gone down a whole lot. I found on Prozac I was very socially anxious, and that's not me. I'm a very social person. So that's something it did affect in me. But you know, that was something small that I had to deal with whilst I was trying to get the rest of my issues fixed, I guess, or like under control. We won't say fixed. Guess the rest of my issues under control. So I've been a lot more social lately. I've been going out a lot more. I haven't been as tired. Something that I have noticed in the past, say, month or two is I've been crying a lot more. I know that sounds like a bad thing, but hear me out. I'm not a crier. Anyone that knows me knows I'm not a crier. You will not see me cry. I won't cry in public. I won't even cry at a funeral. I'll cry maybe when I get home. I seem to repress those emotions for some reason. I don't know. Don't ask me questions why. But I'm not a crier. I was past like 2 months, I've been binge watching Big Bang Theory from season 1 just cause, and then Brooklyn Nine-Nine the past few days, and I cried at Big Bang Theory. I cried at multiple points. I don't know why. I feel at first I was like, oh, probably just getting my period. You know, it's okay for us girls to say that it's just our period, but it's not okay for someone else to say that it's our period. But yeah, so at first I thought it was my period, and then no, it wasn't. My period was over. I was still emotional. I don't know what's been happening, but yeah, I was crying when Terry has his child in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I cried at something that happened with Penny and Leonard in Big Bang. I just keep crying. Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe I'm letting my emotions out. But other than that, I'm still getting very depressed. But I feel like I'm not stuck in that hole quite as long as what I used to be. I'm not quite as anxious, but I seem to find I'm sort of one or the other. If I'm both, I'm a complete mess. But if I'm anxious, I don't sleep, and that was happening for me for a couple months after I come off the Prozac. And yeah, I was only sleeping like 3 or 4 hours a night. And then when I'm depressed, I seem to sleep like 12 or 14 hours a night. So it's usually one extreme or the other. Like I said, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I am able to better manage myself when I get into those states. Sometimes I'm not, and that's fine as well. And I've learned that that's fine, rather than self-attacking myself in the brain and telling myself that, you know, it's my fault and, you know, I'm not worth it, and all that jargon that goes on in your head when you're in that mood. Yeah, I'm able to better cope with it and reach out a little bit more. So I might just say to one of my friends that I'm having a bad day, and they usually just talk to me. They don't talk to me generally about what's going on that day. Sometimes you get depressed and you don't know why, and that's legitimate. It's not, depression isn't being upset. They're two separate things. And so sometimes I can just get really depressed, and maybe something minor may have triggered it, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I just wake up and I just don't want to, you know? Then, like I said, they're not quite as severe, and I'm learning to sort of deal with them a little better, and I feel a little more stable. I am still crashing out occasionally, but yeah, I'm feeling a little more stable. And I've learned to control my highs, because I've learned that that's just my anxiety, and I need to like pull back when I'm in those highs. But yeah, overall I've been doing pretty well. I am trying to look forward in life. I hope everyone out there is looking forward in life. I know my mental health will come back to hit me again one day, and I'm sure I'll give you guys an update when it does, when it hits me really hard again. But at the moment, I'm doing well, and I'm focusing on things I want to do. And yeah, I'm trying to be consistent in my life and get a routine, see some sunshine, work hard at my job, and just try and overall focus. But yeah, so there's my little mental health update / life update. Doing well, people. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have more mental health videos if you like this kind of content, which I know a lot of people do. Because a lot of people, like myself, I'm one of them. My cat's out the window. A lot of people like myself, we go online and we try to connect with people that are making videos. I know I was doing that. I used to watch a lot of Dodie and stuff when she was going through a lot of things. A lot of Gabby as well when she was going through a lot of things. And it's nice to find someone on the internet that you can connect with, as well as, yeah, know that you're not alone in feeling that way. And it does get better, and it does get worse, and it does get better again. And yeah, I know we just get so tired of dealing with our emotions. It's really difficult, and I get that. But if you ever need any help, just comment down below, send me a message on Instagram, wherever. I'm always available to talk to. I'm not a therapist. If you just want to say, hey, thanks for the video, go for it. If you want to, I don't know, blurt out your life story at me, more than welcome. I'll read it. I've had a couple of people do that, and you know what, sometimes it's nice just to sort of let it out to a stranger that you don't really know. But at the same time, like I said, I'm not a licensed psychologist. Please go and see someone if you're in any danger, or if you feel like you might hurt yourself. It took me a big step to tell my friend that I was in that state, and she took me to the hospital in that state, which I don't think I've told you guys yet. But yeah, I'm always here for you guys if you ever need anything. And you know, we all go through things, and humans need each other to lean on, because that's what, you know, it's what people do. But yeah, I hope you're all having a wonderful life, a great week. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you like my mental health content, let me know. I have more upbeat stuff too. Go check out my other videos, and I will hopefully see you all next week for more of my content. Thanks again for joining me on another Tuesday. Bye guys.
Yo, my name is Oprah and this is my spot. Take a seat and don't whine, cause I ain't a big shot. I was thinking we could make a little tribe, but that only works if y'all subscribe.